Okay, welcome to my fourth video on amines. So last class we have discussed about the relative basicity of the amines. So I will repeat once again why the amines are basic in nature. Because amines contain the lone pair of electron, it easily donates the lone pair electron to the electron deficient center, forms the bond. According to Lewis acid concept, the species or the atom or group of atom which donates the pair of electron are said to be a base, which accept the pair of electrons said to be a acid. So according to here, the amines and ammonia have the nitrogen which contains the lone pair of electron, which easily donates the pair of electron. So because of that reason, it accepts the base. Depends upon the nature of the substituent on the nitrogen, the basicity will be increases. So here, if the number of alpha hydrogens are more, so this number of the alpha hydrogens are more, the basicity will be increases. So if you consider the triethylamine, dimethylamine, methylamine, and the ammonia, the basicity will be greater in the case of the tertiary amine because there is a presence of the three electron donating groups. So due to the inductive effect, the extent of the donation of electron on the nitrogen will be more feasible. So because of that reason, tertiary amines are more base than the secondary, in turn more basic than the primary and the ammonia. So this the sequence will be tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary greater than ammonia. This sequence will be happens in the case of the gaseous phase. If it is the same compound, if it is in the solution state, the order will be a secondary amine, primary amine, tertiary amine, ammonia. So here the solution effect plays the vital role on the basicity of the molecule. So even though there is a 9 alpha hydrogen atom bonded to the carbon with the methyl group are bonded to the nitrogen, so inductive effect plays the very less role. Here hydrogen bonding as well as the sterical hindrance will plays the vital role. So because of these two reasons, the basicity will be decreases in the case of the solution state. So when it is come to the aromatic compounds, so we know that aromatic compound, the amine, the nitrogen, lone pair of nitrogen will involved in the resonance. The extent of the donation of the nitrogen will be extent of donation of lone pair of electron will be very less. So that will be again decided by the nature of the substituent. So if you consider the aniline, N-methyl-aniline, N-dimethyl-aniline, so extent of the donation of the aniline is very less because this lone pair of electron are involved in the resonance effect. So you cannot get the lone pair of electron easily. Because of that, the pKb value will be very high. We know that higher the pKb value, lesser is the basicity. So here extent of the donation of the lone pair of electron on the nitrogen will be very less. So when it is coming to the N-methyl-aniline, so here nitrogen is directly bonded to the methylene group. Okay, methylene group is the electron donating group. It donates the electron. Okay, and the extent of availability of lone pair of electron is greater compared to the aniline. Again, N-dimethyl amine contain the two electron donating groups. Okay, the extent of the availability of the lone pair of electron is again greater in the case of the N-dimethyl amines. So if you see the pKb value of the aniline 9.42, 9.30, 8.89, this indicates the basicity of the molecule. So we know that higher is the pKb value, okay, and lesser is the basicity. Okay, higher the Kb value, dissociation constant, then greater is the basicity. This is the 2 point you have to remember in the mind. So coming to the another set of the molecule which is substituted with the different substituent. So here the aniline, there is no substitution at all, where in the case of the paratoluidine there is a substitution at the para position, that is the methyl group. So here another compound, that is the 4-nitroaniline. So nitro group is attached to the para position. So we know that methyl group is an electron donating group, whereas the nitro groups are electron withdrawing group. So again the nitro group, so when we know that the non-bonding pair of the electron on the nitrogen is involved in the resonance. Again, due to the electron withdrawing capacity of the NO2 group, so it withdraws the electron from the ring system. So extent of the donation of the lone pair electron on the nitrogen will be again in turn it is reduced. Therefore, the pKa value will be 12.98. Where in the case of the aniline, so it naturally involved in the resonance. Again, the extent of availability will be very less. Where in the case of the paramethyl aniline or paratoluene, the methyl group is the electron donating group. It donates to the ring system. The electron, the extent of the availability of the lone pair of electron is greater in the case of the paratoluene. So this reason we can illustrate to explain the basicity of these three compounds. Whenever the electron donation will be attached to the ortho and para position, so due to the resonance, the extent of the availability of the nitrogen lone pair of electron of the nitrogen is greater. If the ortho and para positions are bonded by the electron withdrawing group, the extent of availability of the lone pair of electron will be decreases. So if there is no, then it is a neutral compound. So in this way you can identify the basicity of the compound depends upon the nature of the substrate. Okay, if electron donating group is there, the extent of availability of the lone pair of electron will be greater. If the electron withdrawing group is there and bonded to the aromatic ring system, then it withdraws the electron from the ring system. It becomes lesser availability of the lone pair electron to the nitrogen. Again, the donation of the lone pair of electron is quite difficult. So at that time the basicity will be decreases. Okay, so if you consider the pKb value for the paratoluene is 8.92 and 9.42 and the 4-nitroaniline pKa value is 12.94. Higher the pKb value, lesser is the basicity. So in this way you can give the reason for the basicity of the compound. So we can take the n number of the example which are available in the textbook. You can refer it. The key point for the basicity is first inductive effect, second one hyperconjugation effect, fourth one is the resonance effect. Again, so we can say another reason for the decrease in the basicity of the compound. We know that if the number of resonating structure is increases, the basicity will be decreases. So in the case of here, you can find the 4 resonating structures. Okay, here you can find the 4 resonating structures, where in this case you can find the 5 resonating structure. Then the number of the resonating structure is more, the availability of the nitrogen, the pair of nitrogen will be very less. So then that molecule are very lesser in the basicity. Okay, you can give the another reason for the basicity of the molecule. So now coming to the new topic, that is the diazonin salt. So diazonin salt are the class of organic compound where the nitrogen and nitrogen triple bond N. So if you look at this molecular formula, N plus triple bond N. Okay, this is called as the diazonium ion, where nitrogen carries the positive charge. This nitrogen carries the non-bonding pair of electron, one non-bonding pair of electron. We know that nitrogen have the 5 electron in the valence shell. It forms in this case, the 4 bonds are there. So here it carries the positive charge. Here 1, 2, 3. Again there is a 2 non-bonding pair of electron. So if so some of the diazonium which are bonded to the dielectric ring system, that is called as the benzene diazonium ion. So if it is bonded to the aliphatic group, then it is called as the ethane diazonium. Okay, the azo group may be bonded to the aryl group or alkyl group. Okay, depends upon the substituent. So if it is bonded to directly to aromatic, then it is called as the aryl diazonium ion. If it is bonded to the aliphatic, then it is called as the alkyl diazonium ion. So this diazonium ion, so you can convert the primary amine into the corresponding any other function group. So this diazonium help, it is a good living group. Okay, it easily convert into nitrogen gas. Okay, it is a good living group. You can transfer the amines into corresponding alkali. Sorry, you can insert the any number of the function group like Cl, bromide, iodide, and cyano group to the aromatic system by converting the amine into corresponding diazonium salt. Then you can go for transfer the any number of the transformation. So if the diazonium ion forms the salt with the various cationic group, that is chlorine, bromine, iodine, fluorine, nitro, sulfate, bromotetrafluoride, etc. Then that molecule are said to be a diazonium salt. Okay, it forms the diazonium salt. Okay, by forms it forms with the chloride, bromide, iodide, fluorine, etc. So here some of the diazonium salts are ethylene diazonium chloride, benzene. Okay, this is the benzene diazonium chloride, and benzene diazonium hydrogen sulfate. So these are some of the diazonium salt you can find in the organic synthesis. Okay, this was first introduced by Johann Peter Gries, is a German scientist. He prepared the diazonium salt for first time. Okay, so how the diazonium salt are prepared? So this is the very tricky reaction where you have to in order to get the pure diazonium salt, you have to maintain the lot many reaction conditions. So first, so conversion of the amine into corresponding diazonium salt by use of the react with the nitrous acid. This nitrous acid is highly poisonous gas. It cannot be get directly from the market. You have to produce in stew or during the course of the reaction. So generation of the nitrous acid is very challenging, and you have to maintain the very low temperature, because diazonium salts are very stable at the room temperature. Few of the diazonium salts are stable at room temperature. So most of the diazonium salts are stable at the lower temperature. Okay, 0 degree or lesser than the 0 degree. So in order to convert the amine into corresponding diazonium salt, you have to maintain the lower temperature from 0 to 5 degree. Okay, so here when the aniline, okay, how it is going to prepare? When the aniline is treated with the sodium nitrate and the HCl at the lower temperature of the 0 to 5 degree, it forms the corresponding benzene diazonium chloride and sodium chloride and the water. So first you have to prepare the nitrous acid by adding the sodium nitrate plus HCl. So you have to take the sodium nitrate, add water, and you have to take the HCl or the H2SO4, add slowly at the lower temperature. Once it forms the nitrous acid, that nitrous acid to the nitrous acid you have to add aniline by drop by drop without rising the temperature above the 5 degree. So once the nitrogen is formed, it forms the corresponding sodium salt. Okay, this salt is directly filtered and stored at the lower temperature. Few compounds are very much stable at the above the room temperature. So almost all diazonium salts are stable at the lower temperature. Next class we will be going to study some of the synthetic application of the diazonium salt. Okay, and thank you.